the hands-on for the Lumia 920.
Alright, so this is a Lumia 920 from Nokia. It is Nokia's flagship Windows phone device. It starts off with the 900 award-winning design, and what they've done is they've added quite a few really great features. So to start out with, it's got a brilliant display. So when you look at this display, it's brighter than anything else in the market. This actually has 600 nits, which is how they measure the brightness. That's twice the level of our competitors. And what that translates to is great outside viewing. In direct sunlight, you're able to view this screen without any problem. The second thing they've done with the screen is they've made it very sensitive. So a lot of people have problems operating these phones with gloves on. As you know, you gotta take the glove off and use your finger. They've improved it where I can actually navigate this with gloves on or just using my fingernails, which I'm using my fingernail right now to demonstrate. So they've solved that problem of being able to operate your phone by increasing the sensitivity. The last thing they've done on the screen is they've included a very high resolution display. It's running WXGA, which is 1248 by 768. So the reason they call it Pure Motion HD Plus is because it's better than HD. HD would be defined as 720p. This is better than that. So they've got a great screen, amazing quality screen. They've also got the signature camera experience called Pure View. So this is an 8 megapixel camera, but what they've done is they've added right on the camera lens some springs that support this lens. And what it does is it compensates for movements in your hand by moving the lens around in this frame. And so what that does is it gives you image stabilization and lets you take great photographs simply by having this lens automatically adjust for your movements using the gyroscope. Incredible. So what that opens up as far as end user benefit is amazing low light photos. So when you think about low light, this has a 2.0 aperture. That lets a lot of light in, but typically with most phones, the problem is all of that light tends to blur the image when you move slightly. Because this can auto-compensate for that movement, you're able to take amazing pictures in low light situations. So let me show you an example of what that looks like. So I'm going to go to my photo album here, and I'm going to jump into my list here. So this is a photo that was taken with one of our competitors' phones using the flash in a very low light situation. This was actually at 11 o'clock p.m. here in New York. So this should give you an idea of what to expect on a normal phone. And this is a high quality phone, or phone that we used. Now if I switch over, this is the same image taken with the Nokia Lumia 920. So as you can see, with that image stabilization, it's able to pull out more of the colors and backgrounds that are unheard of at night. So amazing photographs. And that's why it's got that Pure View name. It's because it earned it with the image stabilization. And then from Nokia, we also like to talk about their great software. So this phone has some great unique features. One of the ones that I love and I like to show is something called Transit. So I'm going to open up this application, and what it's doing is it's taking my location and it's looking for bus routes from where I'm at to my hotel, which is E48. And in just a second you'll see it found my location, and now it's pulled up all of the bus routes that take me to the place I want to go. But it's laid out in a very organized and easy to view way. It tells you when you should get there in 12 minutes, it tells you how long the bus ride is, and then how long the walk is from there. And you can drill into each one of those just by clicking on it, and it gives you more detailed information. It is a great way to navigate a city using the transit system. feature that Nokia's built is music. And what's special about Nokia Music is it's completely free, and it's all about discovering new music. You don't have to create an account, you don't have to log in, you can just start using it and getting exposed to music you wouldn't have heard otherwise. So as you can see, I've got the Nokia Music application pinned to my start screen, but I also have some playlists that I've downloaded just to have a quick reference. What is unique about this in comparison to others is I can download all of this music for offline usage. And that's completely free and able to do it anywhere. So if you're going to get on an airplane, you'll have your music with you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then just to close out, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the Microsoft operating system and all of the great things we've done. So with Windows Phone 8, we've announced a few features. The one that's most important is the new start screen. So where before we had these iconic squares that really brought information to you, we've doubled down on that. And what we do now is we allow you to customize the size of that start tile. So you can see I've got 3 different sizes represented here. I've got small, which would be a great shortcut to an application. I've got medium, which starts to give you more information. And I've got large, which gives you a whole lot of information. And so as the owner of this phone, I can customize it to the way that I like it. So if messaging is important to me, I press and hold on it. Clearly I don't want a shortcut, so I can make a very large size tile just by clicking a few buttons there. But what that does now is as I receive incoming messages, they'll actually have it right on the start screen. I won't even have to go into the app. I can just check my messages and go on with my life. Where we see this as critical or very important is for developers. Developers are trying to reach their audience. And I'll give you a couple great examples. I've got the CNN application here. Imagine how much more engaging it is to be able to talk to your customers with a large size tile. So here's the CNN medium sized tile, and you can get information, but it's not necessarily going out and grabbing you. But by giving developers the opportunity to do a large tile, they can really pull their customers in.